Hi, my name is Yogesh. I'm a Red Hat certified and AWS certified SysOps administrator. I'm currently working as a senior Linux system engineer, and I have 8 years of experience in IT industry. So welcome to Shell programming. So what is Shell? Shell is the outermost layer of the operating system. User can interact with the shell through a user utility called terminal. So we can open terminal and run any commands and scripts to interact with the shell. Shell takes the input from terminal and it processes it, executes it, and provides the output on the terminal window. Kernel is the innermost part of the operating system which interacts with software and hardware. So this is the brief overview of Linux architecture and about shell. So this is how the terminal looks like. When you log into a terminal, when you open a terminal, so on the command prompt, you will see this dollar sign most of the time. So if you log in as a privileged or a root user, you will see this hash sign. So let's move on to the next slide. Types of Unix shells. Unix shells Unix has a different type of shells like a Bourne shell, C shell, and Corn shell. Most shell scripts are written for the Bourne shell as this is the most commonly used shell. Bash is a born again shell. This is the enhanced version of Bourne shell. So after this course, you'll be familiar with the following: creating and running simple to advanced bash script using the command line parameter and shell script, using conditional statements and loops, and reading input, displaying output, testing data, translating content, and searching pattern in file using different commands like awk, set, or cut command, displaying exit status of the commands, and creating and using functions, setting and displaying terminal configurations, and managing operational parameters. So who can attend this course? Linux system engineers, DevOps engineers, a Linux database administrator, or application administrator can attend this course. So for a lab setup, I will create a AWS free tier account and I will launch some Red Hat Linux EC2 instances and I will access those instances through a putty session from my laptop. In case if you do not have a VM, a Linux VM, you can follow my instructions to create AWS free tier account and EC2 instances. And I will show you how to access those instances through a putty session from your laptop for a lab setup. Okay, so let's open a Chrome browser. Here you can type AWS free tier. So click on the first link. So here click on create free account. So you can provide the email address. AWS. I will give my email address AWS UK BL @gmail.com. Password should be 8 characters. One should be capital letter, one should be number, and one should be special character at least. Okay. So for account name, you can give any name. AWS. Then click on continue. And here you select the account type. So you select personal and then provide your phone number and select state, your state. So I'm in India, and address anything, your address, it should be your address. City, my city is Bangalore, and my state is Karnataka, and my pin code is 560085. So, and I'll accept terms and conditions, and then I'll click on create account and continue. Just click on it. So here it will take you to the billing section, so where you need to provide your credit card or debit card information to proceed further. So you just provide your credit card, debit card information, and they will deduct some 2 rupees just for the verification purpose, and they'll reimburse it within few days. So after providing details, you can select if you have a PAN card, yes, or else no, and then click on verify and add. So once you click on verify and add, AWS will send you an email once your account is created, and you can able to log into AWS console with the username and password that you used to create the account. So okay, I've already created the username and password account, so I will log in with my username and password. Okay. So here, log back in. So here, select a root user, this option, and then use the same email address that you used to create the account. AWS. I created an account with this email address. Click on next, and the password, the same password that you used earlier. Just the same password that you created the AWS account. So once you log in, you search for a EC2 service. EC2. Select this first one, virtual servers in cloud. There is the EC2 dashboard. Here you click on launch instance. And here I will choose this Red Hat free tier eligible, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 HVM SSD volume type. This type of instance I will use. So this is actually a free. It's eligible for free tier eligible type of operating system, or AMI. This is called Amazon Machine Image. So I'll select this. And then I'll choose the instance type as T2 micro because this is free tier eligible. If you choose any other instance type, then you will be charged. So you choose this instance type because this is enough for us. And click on review and launch. Let it be default and then click on launch. So here it's asking for me to create the key pair to log in. So what I'll do, I'll choose or create a new key pair. You select create a new key pair and then provide any key pair name. Shell lab key pair. Give this name and download key pair. Save this key pair on your system and then launch instance. Let's go back to the EC2 dashboards to see whether the instance is launched or not. The instance is running. This instance is now getting created. It's in pending status. So here you'll see this IPv4 public IP. This is the IP address that we use to log into instance. So you can copy this. Let's refresh. It's running now. So what you have to do now, you go back to your system. Go to downloads. So here is the one that we downloaded, the key pack. So it's in .pem of format. So what we have to do, we have to change this .pem to .ppk. Just rename it to .ppk. ppk. That's enough. Click on yes and come back here. So we need two utilities called putty keygen and putty. so that you can download from this particular link. So if you go to this link, you'll see this page, and here you download this putty.exe 64-bit. If your laptop operating system is 64-bit, you can download this, or else you can download this. Before that, we have to download this putty keygen. Same like 64-bit operating system, you can download this and download this for a 32-bit operating system. So now I will open putty keygen to generate private keys. So here click on load, and this is the one, shelllab keybay.ppk. If you don't rename it as a .ppk, it will not be visible here for you to select. So make sure that whatever the keybay that you downloaded to your desktop, you need to rename first from .pem to .ppk, and then open a putty keygen, and then click on load, and then come here. So to the download folder, wherever that you kept the that particular shell keybay. Okay, and I click on choose. So it's now created, and you select this save private key. You save this private key. We don't need this public key. Okay, save only private key. Click on yes, and here you give the name shell lab private key, and then save it. Okay, you close this. Now open putty, and here copy this IP address, then paste it here, and click on this SSH and expand this, and here click on this auth. Okay, so here click on browse, and you browse the private key that you created. So here is my private key. Click on open, and then click on open here. Click on yes, and here is your login prompt. So now default user is EC2 user. Okay, you have logged into the instance with the default user. Now if you want to log in as a root user, you can do a sudo su icon. So you have logged in as a root user. You can see this command prompt change from $to $sign. Here it's a $sign, and here it's a hashtag as soon as you log in as a privileged user. Okay, that's all about today's lecture. So you can join me in my next video, so where I will show you some I will show you how to create some basic shell scripts, and what are the feature of shell script, and how to create the shell script, and what are variables, what are the commands that we use in a Linux, and how you can actually run multiple commands in a shell script, and how you can automate some of the Linux tasks using the shell script. Okay, thanks for watching.